Krpalek in blue. I agree with you that we're talking about the Turkish girl under 48 kilograms. You know, there's the one that 2016, 2 years can make a massive difference. You know, and she's going to be doing so many of these Grand Prix, Grand Slams over the next two years.
The next thing,
and she's a winner as well. I mean, that's the important thing. You know, she's winning matches. A little bit inexperienced at the moment, but a winner.
The sooner they get her, you know, matched up with some of the next level up seniors, the better, because quite clearly she's got good pedigree at junior level. As I say, junior European champion last year, twice a junior world bronze medalist. Actually, she won the cadet Europeans as well. So, you know, for a nice period now, 3 or 4 years in cadet and junior, she's demonstrated that she's got the ability to go out there, win tournaments, and certainly win matches at the right level. And now you get that taste for, you know, senior judo.
You get the taste of winning as well. You know, they get used to winning. Winning is a habit.
$3,000. I told her yesterday, don't go spending that on clothes.
What did she say?
Her English isn't that great. I think she knew that I was telling her not to go and blow it on a new wardrobe, but she didn't have a comeback. I'm sure if it'd been in Turkish, she'd have had some
give her 2
sly
years,
little
she'll
quip.
know you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she'd have come back with something. It's a really, really good team. Again, the culture there, I think, you know, has a lot to do with it. I mean, she's a young, attractive 20-year-old. How long is it going to be before some other pressure, you know, comes in and maybe she gets moved away from judo?
And
nice
a sports director with an open mind, though, as well. You know, sending them out there. The Turks are out there, as are the Georgians now. The Georgians sending new teams out, you know, because of Seisenbacher. Edzio Gamba, of course, got hold of the Russians. They're sending teams everywhere, and it's really paying off.
Krpalek picks up a warning for passivity, just a little bit off the pace.
Looks like his brother.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? But that close cut hairstyle, chiseled kind of face, hard looking.
Well, I keep looking at a lot of these juniors, and I'm just want to see some really special technique, and you know, something special, a specialist. I think that's the key. Is somebody either a specialist in Newaza or a specialist in Tachiwaza. I remember when we were juniors coming through, and there was a Pole called Habadali, and he was unbelievable technician. You know, with he had a twitch and he had an uchimata. There was a nice Yoko Satemi there. Ukraine. Retynskyy scores with Yoko. Or Yoko Gaki. Yeah, and anyway, I was saying that we need to see specialists. You know, we don't see many specialists now at the moment. It's too many drops, I'm afraid. But it is changing.
Yeah, the Junior World Championships is normally a nice place to go and have a look, see who's up and coming. The difficulty sometimes is you see someone who, right at that point in their life, that's the high point. We don't know that at the time because they're looking good at that point, but we later, you know, when they disappear, realise that was it.
Yeah.
They didn't come through. And sometimes someone who hasn't made it, they went out in the first or second round in the Junior World Championships, they come back. We tend to look at the medal list later on and see who medalled in the junior competitions. But they must have fought somebody. They must have beaten somebody there. And sometimes those are that are beaten early on in the Junior World Championships, they peak at a different time. It's only when you look at that, say, oh, he fought there, but didn't win.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, though, and the junior world is a great indicator. I think when you get down to cadets, I'm not a great supporter of cadet world championships. I don't think that it's doing any favours for the development of judo. You know, too many people putting too much emphasis on cadet world champions. It's too early, so it should be more about development.
I think we're going to see that because we'll have more information as that tournament, you know, becomes longer and longer on the calendar, and we'll be able to go back and say, right, what percentage of those that took part are still taking part now? How many have we lost, and therefore what value is there? Is there any real value in hanging on to this one?
It's a fact that, you know,
as far as
it's not an indicator. It's not an indicator of people coming through to senior level from cadets, but the junior competition, the under-20 competition is.
Yeah, that's a closer thing. So we then the other thing that you could then say is, okay, let's stop looking at it as a preparatory event and look at it as something that can fulfill the aims, aspiration, the goals of this group. And if it is that group, you know, disappear and go off somewhere, and they haven't done any harm, and we haven't harmed them, they've had a good experience in judo, they've enjoyed their time in judo, and maybe they'll be table controllers or referees or something. If that can happen, then good. But if what happens is that they get burned out, and we lose them,
well, that's why we are losing
then it's
them.
not doing them any
and
favours.
I think that's what needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
You know, I think that if the under-20s, you know, Europeans and World Championships is the thing to aim for, I think we'll keep them involved in judo longer. I think a lot of them are finishing just too early.
Yeah, we can't afford to be investing in people and then having them burn out and we lose them. We really need to.
No, exactly. Well, that's all over. Retynskyy then does enough. That Yoko Satemi. So yet again, that Yoko Satemi working and from the top half.
It was neat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was neat.
Retynskyy it is who takes that contest. We're going to go back to mat number 1. It's back to the under 16.